My name is Seraphina the Masked Lady. I was once human. Since then, I have lived many lives. I have been loved and reviled, adored and despised, been the child of a poor prostitute and a courtesan revered by thousands. When I was a child, a stranger with no face offered me the ability to move between the worlds. Since then, my every death has led to a new life. I once had a true love. He was ripped away from me when I was murdered in the 18th century. I search for him still. In the meantime, I walk in the shadows behind the universe, visiting realms both exquisite and terrible and bringing back stories and rhymes to amaze the mind and enchant the ear. Through my YouTube channel, I send the stories out into the world, hoping that my true love will hear them and reply. Hoping, if he does not, that I will find in the other souls who listen kindred spirits to help ease the pain. What of you, stranger? Did you come here tonight seeking a mystery? Do you hunger for a spark of excitement, for the dark thrill of fear? Will you listen as my tales unfold, knowing that some may very well take on lives of their own? Consider, stranger, whether you have the courage to walk between the worlds with Seraphina the Masked Lady. Hello, my delicious darlings. How are you this evening? I am feeling very relaxed today. Yesterday, I finished translating the poems for this episode, so I spent today wandering through two of my favorite art galleries. There is something about art that always revives my soul. Many of my own stories are inspired by art and not only by the old masters. There is so much richness and variety in worlds created by other people. So much potential that it sometimes makes me dizzy with excitement. Most of all, I love the emotion invested in art. You can almost feel the passion swirling when you look at a new piece of work. In fact, that is the theme of today's poems. They are about passionate love, lasting love, true love, you might call it. So, get into your comfy space, put your favorite music on low and settle in with me for tales of romance, roses, and a little rapture. Let us begin. If I could show the world the worth of you, then every voice would loud proclaim your name, and every gaze and every mouth would raise your praise aloud. They'd hail the heights of fame. No one would fail while passing in the street to nod and smile to hail your bravery. People would cheer sallying out to speak and say, I'm lucky to have you with me. If I could shower you with gifts and wealth, 100 fortunes could not show my care. I'd lavish you with every precious thing to let you know I always want you there. For now, I lack the power to command, to shower you with richest luxury. Instead, I reach to hold your hand in mine and let you know just what you mean to me. I cannot give you palaces and halls, nor fame, nor power, nor aught but this. My love, my heart, my every living hour, my life to defend yours, my love, my kiss. Love in the moment. Why do we frown on those who chance to love, but whose love did not stand the test of time? For love so radiant is in its begetting, raises our souls into a state so fine, that we would see it like heaven eternal, like paradise extending age to age, as pure as those who tread the clouds supernal, building as fierce as fire but without rage. Thus, every heart awakened to new quaking, birthing the pangs that make existence life, would build a fairy tale from out the shaking, when the soul, like a butterfly, is rife with fondest dreams. We seek the words to name them, to nail inconstant with brief constancy, and the young girl smiling shyly at a boy, within her mind, a wife yet proves to be. Still, which of us is rich enough in fortune to marry the first time we give our hearts? Who has not been deceived by fair appearance, by eloquent tongues, or by pleasing arts? Then why should we, in current hours, the blessed, For this moment, wrapped close in love's embrace. Scoff at the injured, at the walking wounded, who've given their all but not won the race. Never would I blaspheme against lasting love, nor argue there is no great victory. When that first flame, a long solution simmers, and builds a life out of its constancy. Nor would I argue aught, but that strength resides in those who live their lives by two and two. I only suggest that there is a valor in those who see the worst that love can do, but still courageous, hope for better harvest, in connection stronger than came before. For there is bravery when hearts stay open, although life seeks to make them close their doors. So do not sneer at those who love abandons. They are not weak, foolish, or unworthy, or otherwise deserving of false fortune. Instead, they hold to hope eternally. As for love itself, it always has value, whether it lasts a lifetime or an hour. For what can convert bodies, souls, and nations within a heartbeat has eternal power. I dream our wedding day. I dream our wedding day. I dream the bells, the roses falling down on you and me, the smiles rising from family and friends, my hand in yours holding you next to me. Sometimes I think I cannot bear the ache, that sweet desire to stand and own you mine. For time reels out in never-ending steps, and still it seeks to thwart my design. But then I think how great, how sweet it is that we have one another here to hold, to live my life with you here next to me. A dearer gift than palaces and gold. And so the world may yet await the oaks, that we might speak for all mankind to see. For I love you past any promise made, as your wife, unannounced, content to be. Love's journey. I walked 1,000 years to find you here, 100 years just knocking door to door, to find the home I knew I'd make with you. I spent 10 years and then a dozen more in searching out the paths that we would walk, the places we'd inscribe in memory, and so make them a part of our possession, the story that makes up both you and me. I spent a month thinking how I would hold you, how I would hoard the treasure of your smile, and jealous guard each laugh and aspiration. My perseverance, my courage and guile, all were used up in searching for that one heart, meant to share every step and breath of life with me, who dreamed of but could not foresee you, who wept and fought and hurried through the times of pain and fear I had to bear to reach you, to know you living happy and more, mine. I spent long days simply to lie beside you, watching you sleep as your chest lifts and falls, to run my fingers soft across your forehead, and watch over you until morning calls. I might have wished that I'd known you much sooner, might have hoped to escape the tears I'd cried, the aching feet that weighed the endless journey, that found me, at last, standing by your side. But even where the trials doubled, trebled, I swear to you that I'd face them again, to stand today before the ones who love us, and vow to walk with you until life's end. To my darling, I do not love requesting ease or riches, nor do I wish largesse as proof of care. I hold no stern expectations of leisure. My heart seeks for a recompense more rare, richer to me than gold, rubies, or diamonds, is having my beloved next to me, to hold, to fight with comfort and depend on, always the dearest and best part of me. I'll admit it, I love translating the poems for this episode. Despite the fact that I spend every day missing my true love, I have never lost my taste for the truly romantic. Why wouldn't I? I know for a fact that true love exists. I have felt it myself. Seeing it reflected in the world and hearing it in the words of others is bittersweet for me, but in the end, it always seems to lift my heart. What about you? What does romance mean to you? Do you have a favorite love poem? What about a favorite romantic film? Let me know in the comments. Let's get a discussion going. Well, I had better fly. I am treating myself to a lovely dinner tonight, velvet napkins and candles and all. Before I go, though, I'd like to ask you a favor. If you are enjoying the poems and stories on my channel, please take a moment to click like and hit the subscribe button. That way, you will be able to see every new episode. Doing so will really make my night, and it will also help our channel to grow. Okay, my dearest ones, I hear the sound of good white wine and fine cheese calling my name. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you next time with more stories and poems from beyond the world.